We will be starting off by 9:05 in 1 minute. Good evening, Nigerians. Good evening, Rockstallions. Good evening to everybody that gave us an opportunity to serve. Good evening to people that defied the odds. Good evening to people that went against the general saying that everything online is a scam. Good evening to people that decided to give us a chance to prove that everything online is not a scam, and a chance to prove that we are different from what they've heard or what they are used to. Good evening to everybody that gave us a benefit of doubt. The past 24 days has not been easy for we Rockstallions. We enjoyed in 9 months of a peaceful participation in a brand that for a period of nine months did what no other brand that lasted for years ever was ever able to do. We were having it all rosy and sweet before things went south, though not 100% our making, but we equally have to take responsibility of it. We have to own up to whatever error it is that resulted. The Rocksteady brand started having a glitch that resulted from an upgrade that we tried to do on 6th of last month, and after the whole glitch that lasted for 7 days, we battled and tried our best to bring the website back up. It wasn't an easy task. We were able to do it, brought it back to life, and in 3 days, after all trials and errors, we were able to rebuild the brand and brought up a website that was still working. But we kept on having glitches. Yes, when we came back with the new website, goodomc.com, people still believed in us. People were still willing to dig it out with us. People were still reinvesting with us and everything. But the truth is, there's a limit to how much people can take, so we kept on having glitches because it took us months to build the original Rocksteady. And we were faced with a challenge that required us to rebuild the whole system in days. It took us 3 days to do that, and we were able to rebuild it, and it came up and people were using it, but something that was rushed. We were still having glitches and everything, so it got to the point where we had no choice than to halt the whole process. And then, we started a refund process that saw us push out funds daily to our subscribers, even though our program clearly states that there's no refund policy. But at the same time, at the end of the day, we are all humans. Yes, we're all humans and we must have to put others in our shoes. So we went against the refund policy and we started refunding our subscribers, which humanly is the right thing to do. These people, read the terms and conditions before investing with us, and they invested with us because they trust us to be humans. So yes, for the past 1 week now, for the past 6 days, 5 days rather, we've been refunding our subscribers. We put the whole registration process on hold. We stopped registrations and we started refunding our subscribers. Now, do not forget that it would have been really easy for us to use our bulk payment system and push out funds to, if not all subscribers, half of the subscribers in a day. But that would have been possible if we had all funds in raw cash. And what that would have meant is that we were not doing anything with the money you were investing with us. It would have meant that we were collecting your money to keep it in raw cash, which is not the case. Whatever fund was invested into Rocksteady was used by the company and reinvested by the company into other fields, which one of them is real estate. And that was where we channeled most of our investment and pushed almost, all our funds into real estate. Not just real estate. We have an IT firm, we have the gadget store, and we have a couple of other things going on. But where major investment went to was real estate. And we have proof for that. So it's really not going to be realistic if we tell you that we can liquidate all of those assets in a day to repay everybody, which was why from the onset I made it really clear that everybody would get a refund, but it's going to be a process. It's going to take time. It's going to take a process of us having to sell off most of our properties and give the money back to the real owners, because at the end of the day, whatever fund we have was invested in us by subscribers. Even though we've made profit with the investments that people made with us, we can't exactly transform all of that to cash in just a day. So that was why we made it very clear that it's going to take a process for everybody to get their refund. And since the day we started, a day has not passed without us pushing out funds to subscribers. And we intend to keep this process going till every single Rocksteadian gets a refund. Remember, it's a process. It's not something that can happen in a day. Most of our assets were forced to resell either at the rate which we bought or even lesser than what we bought, just to make the whole process faster. But we're keeping up with that. We're liquidating our properties. We have more properties than the refunds that we have to make. But at the same time, sorry guys, I keep saying we can't possibly liquidate everything in a day. So I maintain that it's going to take a process for everybody to get paid. But one thing you can be sure of is the fact that there would never be a day when Rocksteady as a brand would abandon its subscribers. That day would never come. As long as we have breath in us. I personally, with my coach Chidiabere, would always come on a live video. Maybe not as often as I used to, because there's a whole lot of work to be done. But the moment I get a breathing space to catch my breath, I would always come on a live video. I would update you on the developments. I would carry you along. There would never be a day when we would abandon you to figure it out yourself. There would never be a day when we would give up on the process. There would never be a day when we would completely trash the trust and hope that people had in us and still have in us, because to a very large extent, yes, there are people that really didn't get the opportunity to know us as a brand. But it doesn't change the fact that there are people who still believe in the system. There are people who still trust us to do the right thing. So a day would never come when we would completely abandon you guys. We would keep up with this whole process. We would follow up with everything and ensure that everybody gets a refund at the end of the day. Now, moving on to the next thing. Rocksteady, to a very large extent, has been able to build trust in people before the whole glitch happened. We've been able to prove to people that best interest at heart. We know where our problem started from. It all started from an upgrade. Prior to that upgrade, we never had a financial challenge. We never had any reason to keep a subscriber waiting before getting paid. We've always been prompt with payments. We've always been able to pay out money to subscribers as at when due, and that has helped us build a relationship with subscribers to a very large extent. And I mean, we can't afford to let all of that go into thin air. We had sleepless nights building this brand. We had to make a whole lot of sacrifices to get to where we are today. Sleepless nights, a whole lot, went into what you see today as a brand that was able to get about 400,000 subscribers in just 9 months. We are not willing to throw all of that away. We intend to keep the dream alive. We intend to keep the hope alive. We intend to not give up on the dreams that we had and the goals that we had. So with that being said, I would like to announce to us that we've been able to do better than what we did previously. We've been able to contract a foreign IT firm, and we've been able to come up with a better website. Yes, we've been able to build something more advanced than what we had. We've been able to build something with a bigger capacity. We've been able to build a more professional website, and we've been able to amend a whole lot of things. We've been able to improve from every angle, so I personally believe that the fall is not what really matters, even though the fall matters. But the fall, you should never let the fall define the outcome. Pick yourself up. Always be willing and ready to learn from mistakes. Most times, not your own mistake. Learn from other people's mistakes. But wherever you're learning from, learn from mistakes. Think of what you can do better. Think of how you can do it better than it was previously done, which is what we've been able to do as a brand. We've been able to come up with a better website with bigger capacity. We've been able to come up with a website that has better features and a more defined, a more professional website. And yes, people asked for it, and we'll be dishing it out next week. The website is ready. It's up and running. We'll be dishing it out next week, but it's not going to in any way affect the refund that is currently ongoing on the old website. We're going to keep dishing out refunds to people. We're going to keep pushing out payments daily like we've always done. But the new website will be running on its own, uninterrupted. The backlogs would not be moved to the new website. People still expect something from us, and we can't afford to let this set of people down. We can't deny the fact that there are people that are not pleased. There are people that are not happy. Most people actually are not happy with the whole happenings and the whole turn of events. But it doesn't change the fact that there are people that still expect us to do better as a brand. There are people that still believe and trust in us. There are people that still want to give us a shot. We can't afford to let this set of people down. So while we're doing the process of refunding people, waiting to sell off our properties to be able to refund people, we equally have to put this one up and running. So it's the news that I would like to pass to you guys. The goal, the aim is to push it out to us on Monday. We intend to push out the new website on Monday. You have same Rocksteady, same brand, from same people, same brain that was behind the previous one, just a more advanced technology, better plans. We'll be rolling it out on Monday. Like I said, it's not in any way going to be tied to the old website. It's not in any way going to be tied to the old backlogs. This is a new website that would run on its own, better features, a whole lot of advancement, and it's something you would love. So, in as much as you're mad at us, in as much as you're not happy with the turn of events, bear it in mind that no single Rockstellian would ever go without getting their refund. We'll keep the process going. We'll keep pushing out refund, but at the same time, we have to roll out something else so that people that believe in us, people that trust us, people that have faith in us can have something else going on. So yes, that's the news I wanted to share with you guys. We've been working on it on the low. Even before now, we've been working on it and it's finally ready. But we intend to dish it out on Monday. So thank you for paying attention to the live video. I encourage you to please not be disappointed. Yes, we are equally disappointed at the turnout of events. We had it all figured out, but man plans, and there are some things that are beyond your control that you really can't do anything about. Aside that, we had it all planned out, we had it all under control. But we're not going to stay at the spot where we fell. We're going to fall once and we're going to stand up 5 times. So yes, thank you for coming to the live video. Anticipate a new project from us on Monday. Hopefully we should be live, and we hope to serve you even better than we did before. We're not giving up. We're not the type that would give up. We'd put in even double the energy that we put previously to get everybody smiling again. Thank you for coming around. I understand how you feel. I'm really very sorry. I apologize to you. 3 things I need you to take away from this video. First of all, your money is not missing, right? That's number 1 thing. It's only going to take a process because your money was not kept in cash. Your money was invested into real estate, and it would take a process to turn it back to cash. That's just the delay that you're having. So your money is not missing in any way. It was invested just the way you invested with us. It was reinvested into real estate. It would take a process to turn it back to cash. As we turn it back to cash, we'll keep dishing out funds to subscribers till everybody gets paid. That's 1 thing I want you to take away from this video. Second thing I need you to take away from this video is the fact that no matter what happens, no matter the turn of events tomorrow, no matter what it is, we are always going to be here for you. We're not going to shy away from our responsibilities. We're not going to chicken out. We are always going to be here for you, no matter what what the situation is. You can be sure of that. We are always going to be here. It's not been easy for me coming on live video every other time, trying to update you. Sometimes I run out of what to tell you. But the truth is, I owe you these updates. I owe you. It's my responsibility to carry you along, put the shame aside, come on this live video every other time and update you. It's not my joy, but it's a duty that I owe you. So a time would never come when I would abandon this duty till everybody gets paid. And the last thing I need you to take away from this video is the fact that we're coming back stronger, 5 times stronger than we were before. We're putting in double the effort that we did previously. We're just going to be running on a more advanced platform. So thank you very much for giving us a second shot. A whole lot of things that we've been able to do better than we did previously, and anticipate a new project from us on Monday. Cheers, guys. Thanks for coming to the live video.